Hello, everybody. It's the LITA Performance Hour, and I'm here with Hali Hammer, and Hali maybe will be here with Randy Burge. It'll be a surprise. We'll find out. And we're also here with Victoria Ryan, and I'm John Gruenstein, and we're going to go to Victoria to sing that wonderful song all about sunshine and how you're it.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. At Pittsburgh, I know you're tuned in. I hope that we get everybody else too. But we got gardens, gardens, gardens. There are things blooming at this time of year that are so cool. Mostly, I mean, I went down and pruned the rose bushes down at the Port Costa School and got a few of the roses but that camellia just bloomed outside. And we got, of course, bougainvillea, and this is kind of like a stock, and geraniums and chrysanthemums. I mean, I highly recommend geraniums and chrysanthemums because you'll almost always have flowers blooming if you live in California. So, You Are My Sunshine is our opening song. Ugh, I should have done this before. Y tú eres mi sol, mi amor, mi única sol. Me haces feliz y el día está gris. Nunca sabrás, mi amor, cuánto te quiero. Por favor, no me dejes sin sol. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. En mis sueños creí que me abrazaste. Al despertar que no era así, me puse triste, amor, y sin quererlo, tan triste me eché a llorar. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. Yeah, I was peeping through the bars. Yeah, the sheriff dragged me in again for drunk and disorderly. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Now you remember the words now, so sing it with me this time. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. No, please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, don't you take my sunshine away. Don't you do it now. Keep on trying.
Yay! All right, all right. All right, let me try one before my hands start giving out. And no. All right, yeah, getting a little peripheral neuropathy again. All right, here we go. But my feet are going fine, so I'm gonna sing this song, "Walkin' Blues," which is by Robert Johnson, and I heard it the other day with the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. And here's how it goes. Woke up this morning, looked round for my shoes. You know I had those mean old walking blues. Woke up this morning, looked round for my shoes. You know I had those mean old walking blues. Some people tell you walking blues ain't bad. They're the worst old feeling, child, I ever had. Some people tell you walking blues ain't bad. They're the worst old feeling, child, I ever had. River runs to the ocean, ocean runs to the sea. If I don't find my baby, it's all over for me. River runs to the ocean, ocean runs to the sea. I don't find my baby, it's all over for me. Woke up this morning, looked round for my shoes. You know I had those mean old walking blues. Woke up this morning, round for my shoes. You know I had those mean old walking blues. Yes, I did. But I'm just sitting here not walking. And let's walk over to that wonderful singer, songwriter, performer, Hali Hammer. And here she is.
All right, so I'm going to do, since I won't be here the week of Halloween, I thought I would do 2 Halloween songs for you today. And they're pretty much fun any time of year, so. This is a song by my friend Jerry Tenney, and it's called The Haunted House. I walked into the haunted house, woo, tried to be quiet as a mouse. Then I started to climb the stair. The room was cold and the walls were bare. And who do you think was standing there at the top of the stair? Standing there with a whole lot of hair. It was King Kong, the gorilla, playing ping pong with Godzilla. It was King Kong, the gorilla, playing ping pong with Godzilla. Now can you imagine my surprise? Why, I could hardly believe my eyes, for they were all having such a good time that I wish I had brought my own monster disguise, so I could play ping pong with King Kong, the gorilla, and Godzilla. I could play ping pong with King Kong, the gorilla, and Godzilla. Now all I could do was to sit and stare, 'cause I didn't want them to see me there. So I hid behind a chair till I felt the hand on my hair. All of a sudden I started to scream, ah! Then I woke up, whew, it was only a dream. I dreamt that King Kong, the gorilla, was playing ping pong with Godzilla. I dreamt that King Kong, the gorilla, was playing ping pong with Godzilla. I dreamt that King Kong, the gorilla, was playing ping pong with Godzilla.
Oh, wow.
And that's by Jerry Tenney. And this other one you probably all know. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. Oh, my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to my master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt from my electrode. They did the mash. They did the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, they did the mash. It caught on in a flash, they did the mash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their local group. The Crypt Kick of Five, they did the mash. They did the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, they did the mash. It caught on in a flash, they did the mash. They did the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drax's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? It's now the mash. It's now the monster mash, the monster mash. It's now a graveyard smash, it's now the mash. It caught on in a flash, it's now the mash. It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool, Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. To you the living this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you, and you can mash, and you can monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, and you can mash. It caught on in a flash, and you can mash, and you can monster mash. Mash monsters, mash monsters, monster mash, monster mash.
A very scary performance.
Probably not the best for one's throat either. A growl.
Yeah, it's all right.
Is it okay?
I'm drinking ice.
Blood.
They're very good, and they don't have a lot of extra stuff in them.
That diluted blood, I think. I don't know.
I had a cup one time. I filled it with fake blood, and I walked around on Halloween with the fake blood cup.
All right. Well, we'll save Hallie's voice for later and my fingers for right now, and we'll see if we can do something. All right. This is a premiere for me. I have never sung the Gambler on this show, and we'll see if I can sing it. On a warm summer's evening, train going nowhere, met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns a staring out the window at the darkness, till boredom overcame us and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made my life reading people's faces, knowing the cards by the way they move their eyes. And you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed over my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler he broke even. But in his final words I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You can never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. All right. Victoria, do you have one you would like to sing? And
Yes, I'm ready now. Unmute. I already did. Okay, unmute again.
okay, there you are.
Am I here yet?
You're here, your hat is here, your face is here, everything is here.
In lieu of hugging is hard these days because of all the weird viral bugs that are lurking here and there. But this is an imaginary song. I want you to imagine me hugging you for 20 seconds at least. And the song is called Besame Mucho. And I always felt when I heard Nat King Cole sing this, I honestly felt hugged. He had that kind of a voice, just so warm and wonderful. He recorded this, and some Edie Gourmet. There's that new string. I wonder why one string broke. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarte en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Ay, bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo que tengo miedo perderte, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después.
Bravo, bravo, Besame Mucho.
Thank
And
you.
everybody may remember that that Victoria was singing with a mariachi band at a Mexican wedding not long ago.
I have a video, but all you can really hear is the people roaring. I mean, it's like a typical mariachi situation. You know, the mariachi go around to each table, but there's like 200 guests, so it's like, but it was fun. It was really fun.
Good. All right. How about Hali? One or two, save your voice.
Okay,
And then
okay.
Eugene is on from Kauai, and he has a song to do. So we'll.
So I wrote this song many years ago now while my parents were still alive. And ironically, it's the only song I never played for them. Even when I recorded it, I skipped over it on the CD because I could talk to my parents about just about anything except this one issue. And this is called Talk. I can talk to you about the changes in the weather. I can talk to you about the changes in our lives. I can talk to you about a government's injustice. I can talk to you about the struggle to survive. Why can't I talk to you about what's happening in Israel? I can't talk to you about the bombings on the news. I can't talk about bulldozers knocking down the houses. I can't talk to you about the Arabs and the Jews. Your parents didn't talk to me of Holocaust or pogrom, but you talked to me of what they had been through, and I still hear the fear implicit in their voices when they'd mention Goyim or the sacrifice of Jews. My Bubby didn't talk about what happened to her sister, but you told me why she couldn't watch TV when they showed concentration camps and footage of the bodies, how it was that sister she feared that she would see. Why can't I talk to you about what's happening in Israel? I can't talk to you about the bombings on the news. I can't talk about bulldozers knocking down the houses. I can't talk to you about the Arabs and the Jews. I tried to talk to you about Palestine and Israel. You shut down on me, said that even to this day the Arabs hate the Jews, and the Jews have hated Arabs many thousand years, and it would always be that way. I want to talk and say there must be chinks within the armor. There must be a way for sowing love instead of hate out of the realm of power into a place of reason where both sides could slow down and just communicate. I want them all to talk of how to ease the lives of children, stop the posturing, and hold each other's hands to work at hope and reason, not a terror of each other, dedicate their lives to have a truly promised land. I can talk to you about the changes in the weather. I can talk to you about the changes in our lives. I can talk to you about our government's injustice. I can talk to you about the struggle to survive. We have got to start to listen to each other, find a compromise at which neither side will balk, to sit at the same table and deal with this together and get to a point where we can really talk. Yes, get to a point where we can really talk. Yay, die, 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 die. Die, 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 yay, die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die.
Whoa.
Bravo, Hali.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I can do is sing.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend in Jerusalem who's going to hospitals and talking and singing to the people there.
Mm.
Everybody there, from what I understand, is doing what they can.
Yeah.
But we need negotiation, not retaliation.
Mm. Well, I don't think that's what we're going to get right now. All right. So Eugene in Kauai. And how about Eugene? Would you like to sing a song?
Yes, John. Welcome everybody to Kauai. This is a scene of behind me is the Sleeping Giant in Kauai, a very popular destination. And I chose the song today because of all the things happening in the world today. We have no control over, but we can just hope and pray. And this is called Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. Thank you.
You know, I feel like singing a song that gives me hope.
Well, why
The
don't
world
you?
hasn't changed much, you know, and it doesn't change much. It's human nature that is the source of all of this chaos. And I've heard that intelligence is actually the ability to adapt to change, maybe even to remain centered in chaos, because that's kind of like what's happening. But this is a very pretty song that was written by a Buddhist friend of mine, Wayne Green, who's with us no longer, but he contributed a lot to my community. I have a dream of how the world could be, and I'll fight from today to make it better. For I know that I believe in you, and my dream is your dream too. I have a dream that peace begins with me, stop today. It's now or never. Time will show in all the things I do that my dream is your dream too. From the hillside to the ocean, people's voices singing everywhere. I have a dream. Come give your hand to me till the clouds roll away. Let's fight together, you and I. We'll see the sun break through. If my dream is your dream too. From the ocean to the hillsides, youthful voices singing everywhere. I have a dream of how the world could be, and I'll fight from today to make it better. For I know that I believe in you, and my dream is your dream too. For I know that I believe in you, and my dream is your dream too. If we all have the same dream, beauty, gain, good, peace, and we can still, gotta keep the vision.
Got to keep singing.
Yes.
All right. Well, here's Pete Seeger's song that Peter, Paul, and Mary recorded that everybody knows. Here we go. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd say ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. Ooh, well, I've got a hammer and I've got a bell, and I've got a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. It's the hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land. All right.
Yay.
That's one. Hali, I bet you have another good one.
Okay, well, this is a song of hope.
Okay.
It's called I Refuse to Believe, but it's refusing to believe all the bad stuff. I refuse to believe that the light which we share is dimming. I refuse to believe that the good we do will fail. I refuse to believe that the righteous will be defeated or our vitality be depleted. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that our strides are inconsequential. I refuse to believe that our energies will be drained. I refuse to believe, even in our bleakest moment, that our force is less than potent. I refuse to believe, for I believe we are connected to a universal power that cannot be held back for very long. And even though the forces of darkness are all around us, we will prevail if we don't curtail our song. I refuse to believe that the light which we share is dimming. I refuse to believe that the good which we do will fail. I refuse to believe that the righteous will be defeated or our vitality be depleted. I refuse to believe, for I believe that we are rising with others who are surmising that caring and compassion are the key. And we are large in numbers, and we are strong in spirit, and we will not betray our humanity. I refuse to believe that our strides are inconsequential. I refuse to believe that our energies will be drained. I refuse to believe, even in our bleakest moment, that our force is less than potent. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe.
Yay, Hali!
Yeah, I wrote that a while back, but it works for a lot of things.
It works. It works. Do you want to do another one now, or just?
I'll wait a bit.
Okay. All right. Let me try one here. See if I remember this on these lines. This old tune from the St. Matthew Passion that Bach used. It was a love song before it and became another kind of song. Because all men are brothers, wherever men may be. One union shall unite us, forever proud and free. No tyrant shall defeat us, no nation strike us down. All men who toil shall greet us, the whole wide world around. And then we'll do the Shaker hymn. That doesn't sound in tune.
Oh, it must be an epidemic on the guitar strings.
Retuning. All right, that sounds a little better. Ah, yes. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, we will be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we will not be ashamed. Turning, turning will be our delight, and by turning, turning we come round right. I danced in the morning when the world had begun, and I danced for the moon and the stars and the sun. And I danced up in heaven, and I came down to earth, and in Bethlehem I had my birth. Dance, dance, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. 'Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, we will be in the valley of love and delight. Okay. Victoria, do you have another one you'd like to sing?
Yes, I could
Oh,
sing De
good.
Colores.
Well, yes, of course.
By then, maybe Hallie's pipes will have smoothed over, or who
I
knows?
have another happy one after this.
Oh, a happy
Okay.
one.
So this is dedicated to Lily if Bayberry's tuned in. And it's dedicated to all the activity directors and their assistants who make our presence possible in any skilled nursing facility where we're being listened to and seen. A lot of work. We love you. de colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. All the colors we see on the flowers that bloom in the springtime and summer and fall. All the colors of people and birds as they sing in the springtime and all the time. All the colors, the rainbow of love reaching all the way up to the sky. And for all of this love full of colors, beautiful colors, my heart has to sing. And for all of this love full of colors, beautiful colors, I'd give anything. De colores, de blanco y negro, rojo, azul y castaño. Son colores de gente que ría y estreche hermano. Son colores de gente que saben de la libertad. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Now we're going to go out in the barnyard because that's where all the action is. Canta el gallo con el kirikiri, kirikiri, cacarulú. La gallina con el cara, 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 clac, 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 clac. She said, los polluelos con el pío, 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 chip, 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 chip. Por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. And for all of this love full of colors, beautiful colors, my heart has to sing. And for all of this love full of colors, beautiful colors, I'd give anything. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Yay! Yay! Wonderful, wonderful. And now we'll go to Hali for a happy song.
Okay. Well, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to a women's music camp.
Wow.
It's called WOMAMU, which stands for Women Making Music. And I have a song that I wrote years ago about my sisters because I love people, but I really, really do love getting together with other women. It's just, there's some energy you get that's just wonderful. So this is called Sister Love. Oh, the passion of a lover for another makes them shiver and burn. And the zing that a fling can bring will have you toss and turn. But the love I am talking about is a force that you feel throughout. 'Cause there's nothing you bet like the feeling you get from sister love. Now I'm not talking sex or the special effects of its attraction. I'm talking of caring and the sharing that causes this reaction. Male bonding may be unique, but I don't think it can compete with the glow and the flow of kindness you get from sister love. Oh, sister love, you always have a friend with sister love. You never see the end with sister love. A hug and then a smile with sister love. There's so much to the mile with sister love. Oh, you can get so high on sister love. You always can rely on sister love. Runs in a circle that comes back to you. It's true. Oh, a sister's charms are warm as a candle's glow. They reveal a soul so open to the one she knows. She is strong, assured, and wise. It's a constant happy surprise how the smile of a friend can blend with the love in her eyes. Oh, sister love, you always have a friend with sister love. You never see the end with sister love. A hug and then a smile with sister love. There's so much to the mile with sister love. Oh, you can get so high on sister love. You always can rely on sister love. Runs in a circle that comes back to you. It's true, oh, sister love runs in a circle that comes back to you. It's true.
All right.
That's a happy one.
A happy
Good one.
one. That's
We can use happy these days.
how about
We can always use happy. Any
Yep.
days, any days.
this?
Isn't
I,
it so?
Cheryl Crow sang, "If it makes you happy, it can't be bad," right?
Right,
I
yeah.
think she did. All right. Well, I'll adapt my cousin's song. Hali writes about 100 songs to one that I write, but some people say we're all brothers and sisters. That's just a figure of speech. Your parents weren't mine and mine weren't yours, no matter what preachers may preach. But you know we're all cousins. We really are cousins. That's the literal truth. Your skin may be white, brown, yellow, or tan, but way back when people began, there was one loving woman, one loving man, and those were our folks. You gotta understand, so cousin, cousin, let me take your hand. Now some people see our start in evolution, others say it was Adam and Eve. Either way it's the same, we've got one family name. Either way you just gotta believe we're all cousins. We really are cousins. That's the literal truth. Your skin may be white, brown, yellow, or tan, but way back when people began, there was one loving woman, one loving man, and those were our folks. You gotta understand, so cousin, cousin, let me take your hand. Because we're cousins, we really are cousins. That's the literal truth. Your skin may be white, brown, yellow, or tan, but way back when people began, there was one loving woman, one loving man, and those were our folks. You gotta understand, so cousin, cousin, let me take your hand. Now your Uncle Mahmoud and my Uncle Moishe, sometimes they didn't agree. You know, they argued a lot, too bad they forgot they had a root on that big family tree. They were cousins, they really were cousins. That's the literal truth. Your skin may be white, brown, yellow, or tan, but way back when people began, there was one loving woman, one loving man, and those were our folks. You gotta understand, so cousin, let me take your hand. Now it wasn't in America, Europe, or Asia that people all began. No, that first loving woman and first loving man, you know they were African, so we're all African cousins. African cousins, that's the literal truth. Your skin may be white, brown, yellow, or tan, but way back when people began, there was one loving woman, one loving man, and those were our folks. You gotta understand, so cousin, let me take your hand. Hey, cousin, let me take your hand. All right, made a little modification of that original song. I think we're about at the time to sing Amazing Grace, and I believe I have been elected to that post.
Good, John, good.
All right, so here we go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious dear that grace appeared the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already run. 'Twas grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Well, thank you. I
Nice.
want to note something, by the way. Now, on the bottom of my screen where they have the menu of different things, something new has come on. Maybe you see it. It's called AI Companion,
Oh my gosh.
Intelligence Companion. But I just want to assure everyone on this broadcast that all the singing and playing was done by real life human beings.
I have that on my screen too.
No AI here.
I'm afraid to click it, man, but we'll see. All right, next time we'll try it.
Take care, everybody.
All right,
Yes,
great to
have a
see you
lovely
all. Thank you,
weekend.
Hallie. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Aloha.
For all your
Thank you so much for the show.
Thanks, Eugene.
Yes,
Thanks for
love the
singing.
songs.
Hali, good for you to be here, Barbara.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.